Welcome back to Weekend Breakfast with me, David Bull. Thank you very much indeed for all your lovely messages. Good morning, Carol Wall. Lovely to hear from you. Carol says, good morning, sunshine. Super shirt. Thank you very much indeed. And fab to see Dr. Renee as well. I agree. Can't wait for yet another superb show.
Lovely.
That's very nice.
We like these.
Thank you very much indeed, Carol. This is VJ Bond. Good morning, David. Looking stunning as always. Well, thank you very much indeed. I got told off for basically being in dress down, but it is the weekend.
Oh, no, it's the weekend. It's Sunday.
Weekend. Yeah, I could have dressed down more.
No, I won't allow it.
All right. Thank you very much. Lots more of those. I'll read some of those out in a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, I have to say, Dr. David Bull and Dr. Hendekam, the shirt top looks like a throwback to the 70s. Looks like the Bee Gees for the two of you.
Nothing wrong with the 70s.
You need a medallion. Loving the show. I like a medallion. Let me tell you.
Of course you do.
I do. I know. I really do. I'm a kid of the 80s. I love disco. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I want to ask you a question this morning, which is, given the mad scrambling that we were talking about during the week for university places, and the calls this morning that we've seen that they want to increase those fees up to something like £24,000 a year, which seems absolutely nutty to me. Do you really think you have to go to university to succeed? Let me know your thoughts. 0344 499 1000. Text the word talk in your message to 87222. You can also tweet us at TalkTV and tweet me at Dr. David Bull. But let's move now to the paper review. And joining us this morning is Johnny Gould. Good morning.
Good morning, David. I didn't get the memo.
What about flowers?
I would have happily worn a flower shirt.
We
a
must
floral one.
We must sort this.
We must sort this.
Yeah, well, I can't now.
You weren't on the WhatsApp group.
I'm not. Maybe I should be.
Maybe you should.
Maybe.
But you looked resplendent.
Well, it's Dress Up Sunday, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Who remembers the Sunday best? It went out of fashion in the late 60s. It's why Burton became top man. Because working men had a Sunday best.
They did.
For church or for sort of going parading or promenading, depending on what town they lived in. And then people started wearing something called denim.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of the late 60s, early 70s.
I can remember being horrified by dress down Fridays at work. I really didn't think it was right. I mean, This is how old I am. But as I told you this morning, when I joined the Daily Express when I was 19, as a woman, we were not allowed to wear trousers.
Really? It took my dad about half a decade to go from sort of brown trousers to jeans.
But also older men in jeans. I'm never sure about that.
Yeah.
He
did his very best.
And could he pull that off?
Listen, it was jeans for the rest and drawstrings for the rest of his life.
My father looked terrible in jeans. He never really got the hang of them.
Well, no.
So my father's still rocking a Rod Stewart look at late 70s.
Really?
Love that.
I've got Pimlico plumbers in my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Does he look like Charlie Mullins?
It's very similar.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he as wealthy?
And he's an expat abroad.
Answer yes.
Oh, I love that. Right, Johnny, shall we do some papers?
Yes, let's. I'm going to start with something which isn't in the press because it was too hot off it. It was too late because, of course, the papers are sort of published around 9:30, 10 o'clock on Saturday night, and that is that Alexander Usyk of Ukraine beat Anthony Joshua again.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is a shame because, of course, boxing is absolutely binary. You win or you lose. It's your career at an end or not. And he's down the pecking order now, poor old Anthony Joshua, because Usyk now goes ahead against the retired, and I say retired in inverted commas, Tyson Fury, who immediately decided once he'd watched the fight last night that he should get your checkbook out and get me out of retirement. So that will be the new unifying fight, and that would have been Joshua's. Of course, it would have been an all-British one. This time he got a bit closer. It was a split decision. Last time it was a unanimous decision in the favour of Usyk. It was called the Rage on the Red Sea because it was in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia.
Who writes this?
Well, probably sort of versions of Don King from the 60s when it was the Thriller in Manila.
Yes, that was a good one.
Or as we say in Birmingham, the Thriller de in the Villa. Now, Joshua caught Usyk with a flurry of punches in the night. This is what Eddie Hearn wanted, his promoter. He said he wanted Joshua to be more aggressive.
Yes.
And it caught Usyk, but Usyk withstood the onslaught and got Joshua back with a counter in the 10th. He threw his belts out the ring at the end, Joshua. Very bad-tempered, very, very upset. He missed his opportunity. Not good. Usyk,
Very unlike him.
very unlike him. He came back and behaved much more gentlemanly. He congratulated Usyk. And, of course, Usyk is a member of the Ukrainian resistance, the army.
Yeah.
And the Ukrainian army said, and Zelensky said, you know, you can fight and be released from your service. He's been fighting since February the 24th for the sake of Ukrainian pride. He dedicated his victory to his army colleagues.
Yeah, amazing. I can't believe that war is only 6 months old.
I know.
I find that absolutely horrifying.
It is horrifying, and the winter's coming, and
We've kind of just acclimatised to
I
it.
know.
It's terrible,
No,
isn't it?
it's fallen off the front pages, and of
Yeah.
course it shouldn't.
it
But
really mustn't, shouldn't
no,
it?
not at all. Right, let's have a look at the cost of living. Kwasi Kwarteng.
So Liz Truss is going to appoint Kwasi Kwarteng as her chancellor should she win, and she's looking like she's in the box seat to win. And yet the Mail on Sunday is saying that help is coming for the cost of living crisis. And this means that a package of help for our families is coming, so that the next Prime Minister will be able to hit the ground running when she assumes office. And this, of course, is completely counter to Liz Truss's idea of reducing taxes.
Yes.
So what you're talking about, Willis, is what I'd say.
Yeah.
What you know, there's two things. That's a Rishi Sunak kind of comment.
So my understanding is that essentially what they've done, Nadine Zahawi has a package of measures that they are tailoring, that depending on which one of those wins, they'll be able to adopt the ones they like and the ones that they don't like. But we will talk about this later. But the point is that these energy prices are insane. The latest ones are now predicting it's going to go up to £5,486. Who can afford that?
No, it's not going to happen, is it?
And it's not just the bottom people that can't afford this.
No,
It's
that's what I
everybody.
mean. It's
Yeah.
everybody. But also, if you've got a budget, you're earning a good income, but you've got children, you've got to run a
Yes,
car,
a
you've got to
mortgage.
get to school, you've got to do all those things. You've budgeted all of that. You can't spend
No.
500 quid a month on energy.
It's ridiculous.
It is totally ridiculous. And the other thing that's interesting is that even if you're on a 100% renewable tariff, you're still basically paid to the gas price. Don't ask me. Stay where you are just for the moment. Sorry, we have to take a quick break. After the break, Johnny will be back with more of today's headlines. Renee will also be here as well. This is Talk TV, broadcasting live from the Talk Radio studios.